Good Sunday morning. I'm Tametria Conner. Thank you for being with us for this Sunday special edition of WSFA 12 News Today in Alabama. Your headlines are coming up, but first, it's been a beautiful weekend. Good weather. Meteorologist Eric Snidel has a quick look at what we can expect this morning as you head out. Eric?
Tametria, that beautiful weekend that you talked about continues for the close of what's coming up in just a little bit.
All right. Thank you, Eric. Well, this morning when you woke up to get ready for church or work, you may have reached into your medicine cabinet to take a pill. Chances are you'll probably find leftover prescription drugs you don't use anymore or over-the-counter medicines that have expired. So what should you do with them? There's a national campaign to take back those prescriptions. WSFA 12 News reporter Bethany Wells explains how people are cleaning out their cabinets and making sure it doesn't get into the wrong hands. Nearly 300 pounds of drugs have been collected over the last 2 years. The program has disposed of nearly 500 tons of prescription drugs nationwide. Now to an update on a shooting from Dallas County. Another man involved in the shooting of a pregnant Selma teen is behind bars this morning. Selma police say Daniel Latrell Jones was arrested yesterday after turning himself into police. Jones is currently on federal probation. He joins Demetrius Reese, Leroy Jackson Jr., and Janoris E. Jones, who also face charges. Reese is charged with first-degree assault for shooting 16-year-old Sharika Shuttles. Jackson is charged with first-degree assault for driving the getaway car, and Jones is charged for firing back from the house during the shooting. All bonds have been set at $15,000. Shuttles was sitting on her front porch when she was shot in the head on Lawrence Street and First Avenue on Thursday. As far as we know, Shuttles is still in the hospital but is expected to fully recover. In Elmore County this morning, it appears the Montgomery man convicted for a double murder in Millbrook will be sentenced to death. That's after the Alabama Court of Appeals upheld the death sentence given to 64-year-old Charlie Washington. He was convicted of killing 82-year-old Julian McKinnon and his 84-year-old wife Florence in their home. Washington worked for this elderly couple as a handyman. The appeals court rejected Washington's claim that he had ineffective counsel at his trial. The ruling came Friday during Washington's second round of appeals through the state and federal appellate court systems. A new report shows Alabama state employees rank third in the South in average salary. The State Personnel Department report has Louisiana leading the list with an annual salary of $45,438. Followed by Virginia at $44,064 and Alabama at $42,966. The report is based on employees in state government and does not include school employees. Alabama is second in the region in state holidays with 13, but the state ranks 8th in the number of sick days. The Personnel Department's report also found more than 36% of the state employees are within 5 years of being able to retire. Well, Alabama voters will get to decide in November if they want to repeal the big pay raise lawmakers gave themselves in 2007. The Alabama House and Senate agreed Thursday on a proposed constitutional amendment that will restructure legislative pay, but it won't take effect unless the voters approve it in the general election on November 6th. The legislation would tie lawmakers' pay to the state's median household income and would reduce the average compensation from about $53,000 annually to roughly $46,000. America's first African-American military pilots are being honored in a special way. We'll show you how the son of one Tuskegee airman is taking part in a unique exhibit. And the sunshine is here, and so are the warm temps. But is it here to stay? Meteorologist Eric Snidel will have that answer in his full forecast coming up next. The daughter of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stopped in Montgomery for a book signing of a new book about her parents. Bernice A. King was on the campus of Alabama State University yesterday signing copies of Desert Rose, the life of legacy of Coretta Scott King. The book is her mother's memoir that was written by her Aunt Edith Scott Bagley. Mrs. King's sister. The book details Coretta Scott King's upbringing in Alabama, as well as her later role as Dr. King's most trusted confidant and advisor.
It was important that what she had been working on be completed. You know, when there's a dream that you have, it must be completed. And so I wanted to make sure that before she left this earth, before she took her last breath, that she had an opportunity to have completion with something that she had begun so many years ago.
Well, a job well done for Heisman Trophy winner Bo Jackson. He biked 300 miles across Alabama and raised more than $413,000 to help victims of last spring's tornado outbreaks. He ended his efforts in Tuscaloosa yesterday after passing through rural areas and communities hit hard by tornadoes. Hundreds joined Jackson for the ride, including other celebrities. Jackson says he wanted to bring awareness to Alabama.
It's like helping your neighbor out. I'm just helping my neighbors, trying to help them through a rough period. This is home for me, so this is the least that I can do.
Donations are still coming in for the governor's emergency relief fund, which was set to help tornado victims. You can find out more information on our website, WSFA.com. Just click on More News. Several football players from around our state are gearing up for their homes as pros. Derek Sire has your NFL draft recap next in sports. Stay with us. We'll talk about saving money in a very creative way on a prom dress. Let me tell you about a high school junior who really took that to a new level. Reagan Keir from Colorado spent 2 years saving pop tabs from soda cans to make a memorable one-of-a-kind prom dress. It took 5,114 pop tabs to make this dress. It's very pretty and stylish. She says her toughest problem in making this unique dress was sewing the zipper in the back. What a cool idea. A lot of planning, a lot of skill, but from the looks of that dress, it is well worth it. And Eric, she says, no, she did not drink all 5,000 sodas. She actually collected them. But I hope, you know, this gives people, the teens here in the river region, something to think about.
Absolutely. I certainly hope she didn't drink all that. She'd be going to the bathroom, and in that dress, probably not the easiest thing to do.
Definitely not.
We'll just throw that out there. Let's talk weather as you're heading out to maybe church, the grocery store, wherever you're headed this morning. 72 to 77 degrees. That's that window of pretty much perfect temperatures, Tametria. It does not get much better than that. Plenty of blue skies, not a lot of cloud cover to talk about, certainly no rainfall. This is going to be a very nice morning, leading into a little bit of a toasty afternoon. Again, highs today getting up into the upper 80s to maybe near 90 degrees. This is a trend, not an isolated thing, Tametria. Got to get used to this.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. And that's it for this special edition of WSFA 12 News in Alabama. We'll see you right back here at 5 and 10. Have a good day.